Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome if you're new, and Happy New Year, Happy 2022. I'm so excited for this year. I have some goals and plans that I want to accomplish this year. And so for this video, I'm going to be going over my planner setup for 2022. I am using the Happy Planner Classic. I love these planners because they're customizable. You can change out like the disc colors, and I've been using these for years, and I really like the size and then the layout styles that you can customize as well. So the two planners that I'm going to be going over today are going to be this one right here, which has a vertical layout. This is going to be used for my everyday planning. And then I have this planner over here that's going to be used as my health and fitness planner. So for the first part of the video, I'm going to be doing a flip through of these planners as they're blank. And then the second part of the video, I'm going to be going over like my setup plans for each of these planners. So basically how I'm going to be filling these out month to month and then week to week for the month at a glance, and then the weekly planner spread style. And then the third part of the video, I'm going to be going over some planning supplies that I'm going to be using. Not all of them, but just in general, some of the planning supplies I'm going to be using. So if you're looking for a plan with me video, that is not going to be this video. Again, this is just a planner setup video for 2022, and I will be doing plan with me's on my channel in the coming weeks and months. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start out with this planner. This is the vertical layout planner, which is my favorite style of the Happy Planner Classics because it can be used with a lot of the Happy Planner sticker packs. So for this planner, I'm going to be doing probably the themed weekly plans. I don't think I'm going to do that in my fitness journal because that's more personal, but I think out of both of the planners, this is the one that you're going to see most of the time on my channel, is me working out of this planner. So I really love the watercolor blotches on this planner, and I love the colors. So here is what the year at a glance looks like. So over here, there's a spot to mark goals for 2022 and 2023, even though this is only a 12-month planner. And then you have a vertical list of every day of the month for each month on these couple of pages. And then I just really love the color scheme. You have a lot of like earthy tones and taupe colors, and then you have like your mineral colors, which are like golds in here. So I really love that. And let me actually go to February and just show you guys. So here is a month at a glance for February, and then I'm sorry, here is the dashboard. So each month has this cool dashboard. So you have like some dotted paper for like maybe some bullet journaling or drawings right there, and then you have some grid paper, line paper, and then just some blank spots. So I really love this layout. So you have your month at a glance, and then the vertical spread, which is again is my favorite style because I like to decorate this in themes and then use those Happy Planner stickers. So that is pretty much what this planner looks like. Is again the dashboard, then you're gonna have month at a glance, and then the vertical. And then I believe in the back, yeah, there are some spots for note-taking with some, just that one page it looks like, for the dotted lines. So I'm just going to quickly go through each month so you guys can see what this planner or what each tab looks like for each month. Really pretty. And again, you can customize these. You can add like a whole pack if you wanted a different style instead of like the vertical layout, but you really love this journal, or I'm sorry, this planner, then you could purchase different packs from Happy Planner and put them in, or you can make your own. I really like to do that as well. And I also will be making like dashboards and things like that for these planners. But again, for this video, I thought I would just go over kind of like the overview of the planners, setup, and then supplies, just to get that out of the way. Okay, so that is this planner. Again, the everyday planner for 2022. And then for the fitness planner, I really like the cover because it reminds you of working out, I guess. I might change this and do a different cover though. I like it, but I think it could be a little bit better. So that is what the cover looks like. And so we have, let me again skip to February since I already have my notes in here. So February is kind of the same thing. I'm sorry, this planner is kind of the same thing. It has the dashboard in the front, so you can write your progress, how I'm strengthening my mind, my body, and what I'm loving about myself. So you have that in the beginning of each month. Then you have your month at a glance. You have a spot to write notes. And then this one is different, and I really like it because it is set up vertically, but it's different. So you can still use the Happy Planner stickers right here, and then you can also use them right here. And then you can also use other stickers as well. But I like how it's separated into different categories. So you have today, focus, food log, and exercise. And so that is what this planner looks like. So again, the dashboard, month at a glance, and then your vertical daily. So I'll just quickly go through the rest of this planner. And I'm not in love with the tabs on this one, so I probably will change this up somehow and decorate it differently because I'm just not, I don't like images of other people and like working out. I don't know. I just don't like those images. So I might be switching these up a little bit. Okay, and this one looks just like the cover. All right, so now that I showed you guys what each planner looks like in their blank state or like the layout, now I'm going to show you guys basically how I'm going to use these or like the functionality of each of these planners and how I'm going to set them up. So let's go ahead and start out with the health and fitness planner. And again, you guys are probably going to see the other planner more than this planner in my videos, just because this is going to have like a lot of health and personal goals, like my weight and measurements and stuff like that, and I just don't feel comfortable in sharing that online. So over here on my year at a glance page, over here is a spot where I'm going to write my goals for the year. So this is going to have like my weight loss goals and other goals. Like maybe I want to be able to fit in a certain outfit that I did before. Or maybe I have a certain date that I want to meet my goals by. Or like it could be other goals, like I want my wedding ring to fit on my finger better. Stuff like that. So that's where I'm going to put those goals. And then I haven't figured out what I want to do with like each month. I think I might want to do like a highlighter, kind of like a habit tracker style for each month. And then for 2023, I haven't thought that far ahead yet. I mean, this is only a 12-month planner, but it does have an option right here to be able to put your 2023 yearly goals. And then right here for the vertical days of each month, this is where I'm going to put all of my steps. So I want to get 10,000 steps a day at least, at minimum. But this is where I will write how many steps that I got on my Fitbit every day. So I really like that. It's just clean, simple, one thing to track right here as far as like a habit tracker. And then for my dashboard, I have Over here on the left where it says progress, I'm going to be putting my starting weight for the month. So the first of every month, I will write my starting weight and starting measurements. And then at the end of the month, I will write my ending weight and ending measurements, and then the total loss in inches and pounds. And then I will also write down the total miles that I hiked or biked. So I have a Nordic Track stationary bike, and then I also like to go mountain biking. So when I say biked, I'll be like combining those two together. And then hiked does not include my steps. So my steps are going to be, again, written down right here. This, I would say my total miles hiked would be if I actually went on a trail hike. That is where I will total that is in this box right here. And then this spot, it says important dates, but I decided I'm going to put a picture of myself at the beginning of each month. I'm going to take a picture of myself with my Instax camera, and I think it would be like the perfect size to put right here. And I'm going to try to wear the same outfit every month, just so I can see progress as I flip through each month. So that is going to be the left side. And then right here, and how I'm strengthening my mind, I think I want to do a habit tracker. So I'm going to put like probably a wheel or a circle. I'm sorry, a wheel. And then I'm going to put like, if I exercised at least 30 minutes, if I ate healthy that day, if I met my calorie goal, if I hit my water goal, and if I got 8 hours of sleep. I thought adding sleep was very important because that is something I'm horrible at. I'm horrible at getting enough sleep, and it's not something that I ever really make a priority in my life, and I really want to do that. I think that's really important for my health. And then for how I'm strengthening my body, it's going to be my current workout routines for the month. And then what I'm loving about myself section, I'm just going to write, I guess, self-love and appreciation. I can either do quotes or I can do things that I really am loving about myself. I think that's important as well, is to appreciate yourself. And I don't do that as often as I should either. So I like that how they put that in as a reminder. And for the month at a glance, this page, I might do a monthly spread and share that with you guys. I feel more comfortable about sharing this page with you guys. So for the notes section, I'm going to put my goals for the month. I might do that. I might do the spread before the pen style instead of after the pen. But my goals for the month will go on this left-hand side. And then as far as like the boxes for each day, I'm going to write my hiking and biking log. If I hiked or rode my bike, I'm gonna just write how many miles I did that for that day. I'm also wanting to track my mood. So I think at the bottom of each box, I'm just going to write how I felt that day. If I was energized, if I had no energy, if I was happy, if I was, you know, sad or upset about something, just my overall mood, just to see how it, I guess, fluctuates, or depending, I can see what I did that day and how my mood was and kind of like correlate the two together. Well, I didn't exercise, so maybe that's why I didn't feel great, you know? So that's what I plan on doing for these boxes. And then also putting in my focus for that day. Do I want to focus on cardio? Do I want to focus on strength training? HIIT workout, full body. So that's what I plan on doing for these. And then also I want to plan my rest days in here as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing for month at a glance. And then for the daily planner, I'm going to be putting in my routine for the day, my workout routine that I want to do, the focus of my workout. Do I want it to be cardio, strength training, full body, etc. My food log. So I can do this a couple of different ways. I can either write in what I ate after I ate it for the day and then write the total number of calories. I like to track my calorie intake in MyFitnessPal. That has worked for me in the past when I lost 65 pounds. I did just count calories in, and that helped tremendously. So I could do that, or I could also, if I plan on making a meal or meal prepping, I could also write that in here as well. And then down here, I'm going to write in the total time I was active that day. And that is only, the total time can only be if I worked out. It can't be like, oh, I was cleaning my house. That to me doesn't count in my planner as total time active. I want my total time active to be time that I set aside to work out or to exercise or to go for a hike or something like that. So that's going to be what goes down here in these boxes. And that is pretty much the setup for this health planner, health and fitness planner. And now getting into my daily planner. So for the year at a glance, I'm going to write my personal goal. So like the growth that I want to see in this year for my channel, for my finances, for my business, home improvements, vacations, things like that. Those are the goals that I am going to place on this page right here. And then for the dashboard, oh, I'm sorry, the vertical month at a glance, this is going to be where I write my YouTube schedule. So I'm going to write if I'm filming, editing, or uploading that day, and then what it is. I didn't want to include that on my month at a glance because that's going to be for like my appointments and things like that. But this I feel like is perfect to put my YouTube schedule in. So that's what I'm going to be doing for that. And then for my monthly dashboard, I think just going to use these boxes how they're intended for my priorities and my goals. And then down here for important dates like birthdays, special events, and trips. And then right here, this big section of dotted, like bullet journal style, I'm going to be putting in my current or favorites for the month. So this might be in the middle of the month or at the end of the month that I fill this out, but it's just like my favorite things or what I'm currently doing in my life, kind of like a memory, a spot to memory keep. So things I'm currently watching on TV or movies, things I'm reading, what books, things I'm loving, like current trends or makeup, music, songs, favorite YouTube channels or channels that I really like enjoy watching, things I'm eating or recipes that I'm really loving. So that's all going to go right here each month. And then the month at a glance, I thought over here I could write in my budget and all of my personal purchases for that month. So every time I buy something for myself, I'm going to write it on the line just so I can see a month at a glance all of the things that I have purchased for myself. I do purchase a lot of things for my channel as well. So I'm not going to include those in here, but this is more of like makeup, clothing, Starbucks, things like that, just so I can budget better. Me and my husband are all about budgeting this year. So that's where I want to see that is on this side every month. And then my month at a glance, I'm just going to use it as like a regular planner. So I'm going to be putting in my important events and appointments, school, sports. My daughter plays sports, so I have to put that in there when she has games and things like that. Flights, my son does fly a lot. And then I also want to include no spend days, days that I didn't spend any money at all. And then paydays, special trips and outings, memories, and milestones. And so this is where I'm going to be doing a seasonal theme. So like January, I'm going to probably do a winter theme. And then February, probably a love theme, and so on. So that is what I have for my month at a glance. And then for my daily, vertical daily, I'm going to be doing my themed planner spread. So these are going to be like the more fun planner spreads that I want to include on my channel, on my YouTube channel for you guys. Well, you'll have to let me know in the comments what you guys want to see. If you want to see the weekly plan or the month at a glance plan. I don't know if I'm going to be able to commit to an every week planner spread for you guys, but if you want to see maybe 1 or 2 a month, I could definitely do that for you guys. But for the weekly planner spread, again, I'm going to be doing the themed planner spreads, and then I'm also going to be writing in my reminders, important dates and appointments, and then also I want to write my Bible reading plan for that day or that week. I might just do like a line across, but I do want to include that in here. I thought it would be too much to have a Bible planner as well. I just got an iPad for Christmas, and I really want to get into digital planning. So I thought, you know, having two different planners, managing 2 different planners alone is kind of ambitious, but then adding a digital planner on top of that is very ambitious. So I am also going to be digital planning in my iPad, but I'm not going to be making any videos on that, at least for the first part of the year, just because I'm still getting used to it. So that is a goal though, that I do want to eventually do some digital planning videos. So that is going to be the setup for this planner. So now that I've showed you guys the planners and the setup, now I'm going to show you guys some supplies. And then I also forgot to mention, when I do my weekly planner spreads, I actually came up with a kind of like master list for planner spreads. So I just took like 5 or 10 minutes and I sat down and I was just coming up with different themes that I could do as a planner spread in my journal. So for instance, I have like I could do a cacti theme, I could do a rainbow theme, I could do a mermaid theme, I could do holidays, pastel and neon colors, I could do a sweets theme, animals, watercolor, Disney. And so I just sat here and just came up with a bunch of different themes that I could do for each of these weekly layouts. And then I can always add to this list as well. So I highly recommend doing that. And then after I've done the planner spread or the category, I can just cross it off or highlight it. And I just thought that was a good way to keep me on track with doing my weekly planner spreads. So highly recommend doing that. Just grab a notebook. This is from Dollar Tree, and make yourself like a master planner spread list. So I did that, and then I also want to mention that I just took some plastic sheets and I cut them down and then I punched them out. The Happy Planner does sell like templates that you can use to like plan out where you want your stickers and things like that. I've seen people use like wax paper to do that. I just took some plastic again and cut it down and then punched it with my Happy Planner punch. And then that way I can plan out where I want my stickers to go. And I can just stick them on there and then peel them off before I commit to putting them on the paper. And I can also use a dry erase pen and write things in before I put it on my paper, because that's one of the biggest issues I have when it comes to planning, is I want it to look perfect. And then if it doesn't, I get kind of like, I guess, unmotivated to finish the spread. And even though it will never be perfect, and that's not the point of planning, I still have a hard time getting past like that initial, like, I don't like the way I wrote that, or I don't like the way I placed that. So this kind of helps with that. It helps you get it right how you want it before committing to putting it on paper. So I just wanted to quickly mention that I did make it for both planners. So now let's go over some planner supplies, some just basic planner supplies that I'm going to be using. So of course, sticky notes. I get the majority of my sticky notes from Dollar Tree. So I just have a variety of sticky notes. And I'm also going to be making a dashboard out of a Dollar Tree cutting mat later on. So I got some of these flexible cutting mats. So again, I'm going to be cutting these down the same way I did with these. And then I'm just going to make like a sticky note dashboard and put a bunch of different sticky notes on here so I can include it in my planner so I don't have to dig out sticky notes every time. So sticky notes, I am also going to be using some whiteout, a whiteout runner for whiting out the lines on the planner. I'm also going to be using some tape runner glue and also a glue stick. I need to buy one though. Also scissors, and then for embellishments, I'm just going to be using like different paper clips and magnetic bookmarks and things like that to decorate my planner. I don't want bulk in my planner, but I'm just going to be using embellishments to maybe add some charms to the spine on the discs, or also to like kind of bookmark that month with a, or that week with a little cute paper clip. So embellishments, sticky notes, tape, and whiteout. I'm also going to be using pens and highlighters. Again, I get most of my supplies from Dollar Tree. If you guys watch my Dollar Tree haul videos, these are just some of my favorites. I have a lot of different highlighters that I'm going to be using, and I just recently purchased these ones as well to add to my collection. And then these are some of my favorite pens to use for journaling and in my planners from Dollar Tree. The Color Flow felt tip pens in 0.5 millimeters, and then the R2 Precision pens. These are rollerball pens, and they also sell them in blue, but I like black. So these are again in 0.5 millimeters. And then I also like the Micron pens. I like these because you can write on very thin paper. I use these in my for Bible journaling, and it doesn't ink through to the other side. So highly recommend these pens. I also like to use mechanical pencils before I commit to using a pen. So I recently picked up these really cute mechanical pencils from Dollar Tree by Zebra. I also have a ton of gel pens, so I will be using color in my journal as well. And then something I didn't bring out, but I also like to use in my journals, is I also like to color in them, so I will use like colored pencils as well. So there are some pens that I like to use. Washi tape is another thing that I like to use. I just brought this out as an example. I have a ton of different washi that I will be using. And I think not the last thing, but stickers. So I like to use the Happy Planner sticker books. These are just a few that I brought out, again, because these are designed to fit in those boxes, those vertical boxes. So I will be using these, and then also I have a planner sticker binder that I have. All of these, or I don't want to say all of them, but most of them are from Dollar Tree. So I have a lot of planner stickers in here, as well as letter stickers that I want to use. So for my planners, I don't like to add bulk, so I do want to use flat stickers. So I will be using, again, these planner stickers and planner books. And then the Dollar Tree stickers that I use that are puffy or like the pop-up style, I'll actually take off the like the mounting foam piece and then just like glue it down instead of using the bulk from that. And then also I want to mention, I pick up these wall decals from Dollar Tree, and these are perfect for making planner spreads because I can cut them and they lay flat. So that's just another idea if you've never thought of using these wall decal stickers from Dollar Tree. I have a ton of them, and eventually I will do a sticker collection video for you guys, but you guys will see some of these wall decals in my planner videos. And then I recently purchased these from Michaels specifically for my Happy Planner. This is a paper punch that punches out those vertical boxes. So I will be using this along with some scrapbooking paper to create different themes. I've been wanting these two things for a while. And then I also got the Happy Planner Classic Punch, and this cuts out those holes specifically for the Happy Planners. So it has like this little line right here. And I've done it before. I used to just use a regular hole punch and then cut a little slit with my scissors. So that can be done as well. You don't have to have this, but this was a splurge item for me because I've been wanting it for a while. All right, guys, so that's it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and it maybe gave you some ideas of how you can set up your planners this year. And I really look forward to doing some planner spreads and plan with me's on my channel for you guys. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe on your way out for more crafting content for me and some planner videos. Until next time, I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.